Sagittarius. My Sagittarius, it is Haley with Tarot from Beyond, here to provide you with your December 1st through the 7th reading. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys had an excellent weekend. Mercury retrograde is more or less about, tying up the loose ends associated with the Venus retrograde that we just experienced, okay? Make sure that you look at your birth chart to find out where Mercury is in your birth chart so that you know how it will affect you and to what degree. If you have Mercury in your chart at 0 degrees, then you won't be affected very much. So make sure you take a look at that. That might be able to help you out quite a bit with regards to how much you feel this is going to be affecting you, because your thoughts do create your reality, okay? And if Mercury retrograde is not affecting you at all, don't tell yourself that it is, because it may not be affecting you at all. Okay? So with that being said, let's talk about what the energy is going to be like, and what it's probably like now as we're approaching that time. So Sagittarius, I see that you have your back turned toward something. What do you have your back turned toward? Oh yeah, you definitely moving on from something. You saying bye-bye. And it looks like new love is coming in. The Tower is right there, and the Queen of Pentacles is looking at this Tower moment, and the Ace of Cups is like right in the... So based on what I see is, I see you have walked away possibly from someone who took you for granted, and it created a Tower moment for you, because the Queen of Pentacles is the boss lady. She's a very nurturing woman. Okay? And of course, the Three of Wands, what follows is the Four of Wands. That's that 1111 card. That's that love portal that opens up. So that tells me that this Ace of Cups actually opened the door to a new love for you. However, for this new love to really blossom the way that you want it to, Sagittarius, it does look like you're going to need a little time to yourself, because I feel as though whatever happened that caused you to walk away from whatever relationship that you were in, it really did, and it did this for everybody. It really did require the restructuring of our thought process, because whatever we were thinking that allowed us to be in whatever relationship that we were in for so long, whether it be 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years, however long you're with that person, whatever you were thinking by being with whomever it was that you are very adamant about getting away from, God is just shaking things up a little bit more so that your thought process can be exactly as it needs to be, so that you can go back to the nurturing individual that you were prior to getting into this relationship with this person who likely did something that was, the only way that I could put it is, it must have been extremely out of pocket, because you got 2 walk away cards that popped out right away. Like, I'm getting out of here, period. I see, Sagittarius, that you have made it very clear that you are moving on. You are moving on to a new love. You understand what I'm saying? And at, the first week of December, you're going to be dealing with, the restructuring of your mind so that you can get to that place where you have truly, truly, truly forgiven. You understand what I'm saying? Because those of you who have been watching my daily releases, I did a daily release talking about how your heart will be weighted against the weight of a feather. And when you take your last breath, you cannot pass on with this heavy heart of bitterness and anger and all of that toward the other person who did whatever they did, no matter how dastardly it was, okay? no matter how bad it was, because you have to understand that person's behavior says everything about them and not very much about you. You know, I've been talking to a lot of people, you know, when I do my private readings and what I see in the cards when I do my readings. You know, I feel as though Spirit wants me to channel to the people who have broken hearts, to fix that broken heart and to reassure you that there is new love out there. There is love out there. It does exist, and that you cannot let, you know, the inconsistencies of one relationship define future relationships that you get into. So I feel like that's what this Tower card represents. The Tower card only represents the restructuring of your thinking. It's not this big doom and gloom type thing. It's like, yes, a situation may occur, but the situation occurs for your highest good, so that at the end of the day, what you have built is on solid ground and not something that can just be wiped away. I mean, if you think of the three little pigs, you know, the story of the three little pigs, you know, I thought it was like one pig that built his house on like brick, the other one built his on straw, and the other one on mud or whatever. And the one who built his house on brick, you know, when the storm came, his house was, you know, up to par. That's what God is doing. Making sure that everybody enters into stable environments, stable situations, especially when it comes to your intimate life. Especially when it comes to marriage. See, these two people look like they're getting married. Yeah, you pulled the marriage card and you pulled the Ace of Cups. And I feel as though I am speaking to a woman. I feel as though I'm speaking to a very nurturing woman where, you know, it looks like you just want to get away from this person. I mean, it's very clear. You just want to get away from this person. And you're tired of having to deal with whatever remnants that were left behind by dealing with this really slow, methodical, I think about money all the time type person. And I have to go and get on my horse and look for fertile grounds to go plant my pentacles in, because I'm all about money and I'm surfacey. And I'm like, yeah, you know, this people, you know, other readers see their tarot cards how they are meant to see them, because every reader is meant to read differently. Every reader is meant to do things the way that they are assigned to do them. Give me a moment so I can find out why my dog is going bonkers in the backyard. Give me a moment. Okay, she stopped. All right. No, she didn't. I'll be back. Okay, sorry about that. Now, it was like, I feel like maybe you were in love with somebody who was like, they just, you know, when I see the Knight of Pentacles, to me, I mean, you've got 4 different knights, okay? Let's describe them real quick, okay? You have the Knight of Pentacles. That's the knight with regards to currency, okay? You have the Knight of Cups. That's the knight that comes to deliver love. The Knight of Pentacles is the one that comes to deliver money. Then you have the Knight of Wands. This individual likes to come and go and very active and very, very active and passionate about what he does. And that's kind of like the player card. And then you have the Knight of Swords, which is a very aggressive individual, right? So of all the 4 knights, what would you prefer? Wouldn't you prefer the Knight of Cups, the knight that comes to give you a delivery or a message of love, rather than a knight who is slow, methodical, and who has money in his hand with regards to love? It came in the same column. So Sagittarius, I just really feel like if this night is like trying to come back into your life, you know what I'm saying? And try to complete some type of cycle with you, right? Like, I feel like you want to get away from this person because you've already experienced the tower with this person once. But it looks like there's another knight that is facing this rebirth, you know, that's coming against it very aggressively. And that came under the Queen of Pentacles, which I'm assuming is you, Saggy. So I feel like you're going to get a little bit of help with regards to getting rid of this slow, methodical individual. I feel as though there's somebody that's going to beat them to your heart. They're coming at a fast pace, and I feel like they're actually going to be fighting for your honor. Whereas this other individual is a very slow-moving, methodical individual. When it comes to love, in my opinion, I feel like, what is there to think about? If you have to think about it when love is staring you in the face, what is there to think about? It's almost like having a newborn child and you actually sitting there thinking about, am I going to love this child or not? Let me be methodical. Am I going to love this child or not? I mean, love and being methodical have nothing to do with each other. So when I see this Knight of Pentacles in the same column with this Ace of Cups, to me, I feel like, you know, as a spiritual guidance counselor, yeah, clearly, if you were to let this person come back into your space, I feel like you definitely would experience the tower again with this person. Because this person does not know the difference between love and money. This person wants stability and money more than they want love. So, Saggy, if you're the type of person that wants stability, then that's likely who you're going to pick. But it looks to me like you've got somebody that's coming to fight for your honor the first week of December regarding this person so that you don't experience any more tower moments with this slow-moving, methodical individual who wants to disturb your rebirth. Because we go through several rebirths in our lifetime. We really do. You walked away from somebody who liked to fight dirty. You really did. From somebody who likes to go ahead and play games with your mind. From somebody who stands on their wants, you know, hides what they have and likes to disguise it with love. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at the chakra colors in each one of these cards. And the only way they know how to communicate is by fighting dirty. And that's no wonder why you'd want to get away from somebody like that. Like, no wonder. This is a card of soul searching, and this is also the Virgo card. So maybe some of you Saggies may be dealing with a Virgo. If not, this card is stating that as you move on from this person, make sure you do as much soul searching as you possibly can so that you can go ahead and reevaluate yourself. Because once you exit a relationship, you have to evaluate yourself and you have to say, how did this relationship affect my psyche? How did it affect my heart? How did it affect me personally? How did it affect my children? How did it affect everything around me? You're going to have to take that inventory when you get away from this person. But I can clearly see that you want new love. And I can clearly see that you do not want it with this past person. Because this past person brings nothing but a trail of destruction with them. And on top of the Ace of Cups, you get this Ace of Wands. So not only do you get this new beginning in love, you get this new beginning with regards to work as well. I feel like a lot of doors are opening up for you because you finally stood up for yourself and said, you know what? I'm not going to be with this person who likes to fight dirty. You know? And I want you to think about, look at this card, you know? You see how he's looking kind of back? It's like he likes to do things behind your back too, you know? Like here you are, like saying like, I don't want to fight anymore. You got 3 swords. You ain't even playing fair. You ain't even fighting fair. I got 1 sword only. You got 3 swords. And you want me to be all in my feelings. Like you love getting a response out of me. Like who the hell wants to be around somebody like that? Nobody. No wonder why you wanted to get away from this person, Saggy. I damn sure don't blame you. And because you got away from them, guess what? God went ahead and opened so many doors for you. I'm telling you right now, 2019 is going to be a beautiful year for you if you make the right decisions with regards to setting boundaries with people who like to play dirty with you and fight dirty with you. You know, the whole point of you getting into this relationship with this person, you have to understand everything comes with a lesson. Everything comes into your life for a reason. And I feel as though the reason was for you to go ahead and learn how to set boundaries. I'm telling you, that was what this entire Venus retrograde that we got out of was all about. And the Mercury retrograde is just dealing with the remnants of the decisions that we made in the Venus retrograde. Some people reconciled. Some people said, hell no, I'm getting away from you and I will never see you again. I don't want to have anything to do with you. Some people, unfortunately, don't have that option because they have children with this person. They still have to deal with that person and have to go through court proceedings. I'm telling you, courts are like inundated right now. If anybody works for the courts, I want you to go ahead and leave a comment down below and tell me that court paperwork with regards to divorces are not like piled to the sky. The Tower. If you are dealing with somebody who is extremely selfish and greedy, and I call this the adulterer card as well. Trust me, this person likes to get away from the town where nobody can see them and go off with what they deem valuable, and they are so full of ego. And I'm telling you, notice these 2 cards popped on top of each other. You see that black, the black in these pictures, and then you see this Knight of Pentacles. I mean, I want you to think about it. There's a time to be methodical, and there's a time not to be methodical. And when it comes to love, what the hell are you methodicizing about? I'm telling you, this person right here would be not even on a horse looking for some place to plant that pentacle if they had some fertile soil of their own, but they don't. They have some codependent issues popping off. They're selfish and greedy as hell and have adulterous, tendencies as well. And that's what created the Tower moment that made you say, you know what, dude, honey, whatever, whoever. Like, I'm not dealing with you. I am too nurturing. I'm too down to earth, baby, for that. I know how to love myself enough to know that I deserve something real. I deserve a real commitment with somebody who knows how to communicate, with somebody who knows how to express their feelings, with somebody who knows how to act right, with somebody who actually does have a castle in the back to offer me, because guess what? I'm worth it all. Spirit did all this to make sure that everybody understands their value. And I feel like a lot of you nurturing Saggies, really did turn into some very, look, dude, I'm ready to act on this. Like, I am sick of being in this relationship with you. You have nothing to offer me at all. God has a whole lot more to offer me than you do, and I'm going to pick what God has to offer me rather than anything that you are trying to present and bring to the table. Seriously. So I feel like, this relationship that you were in changed your character from, a more nurturing person, the person that you were originally, When, when you first got with this person, you were like extremely nurturing, and then this person turned you into a more active, like, you know what? I'm going to take action on this. I'm getting away from you, dude. Like, I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm getting away from you. You ain't no good for me. You ain't no good for nothing. I'm out of here, yo. You got a different journey that you got to go on. I got a different journey that I got to go on. I'm okay with it. I hope you're okay with it. And I'm going through the process of just processing the fact that I've got these new blessings here that I want to go ahead and take advantage of, that God is giving me. And I need to process the fact that once again, here I am extending myself to, someone who wants to sit and play the, oh, I love you game, who doesn't even know what love is. And I feel like you really were strong throughout the entire process of being with this person. I feel like you tamed your wants. I feel like, when I see the Queen of Wands and I see the Strength card pop up right next to each other, I want you to see the similarities in color. I'm telling you, you had to control your emotions the entire time throughout the relationship. The entire time. Like, this person was probably poking the damn bear the whole freaking time. You do not do that to a fire sign, I'm telling you. But whoever it is that's coming into your life that you're going to marry, baby, because you pulled that marriage card, you're going to at least meet the person, if you haven't already, that you're going to marry, that's going to be your life partner. You're going to be able to tame their wants to the point where they're going to be just as pure at heart as you are. And that's what you're going to be doing the first week of December, is just regrouping. You're going to be getting rest. You know what I'm saying? From knowing that you got away. You let the relationship die because it wasn't nothing healthy about it. It was just super freaking toxic. It was super like no bueno. And you were like, yeah, no thank you. And it was a sacrifice. Because you may not have been in love with this person because this person wasn't doing anything that would make you be in love with this person. But, I feel like I'm particularly talking to the people who have children with this person, or some kind of, I don't know, whatever connection you have with this person. It was like, yeah, I have to sacrifice whatever feelings I have for you because I want what's best for me. I'm tired of doing what's best for you. I got to do what's best for me. You know what I mean? And when you did that, that fell in the same category of God extending these new blessings to you when it comes to work and when it comes to love. Because you sacrificed, God said, because of your sacrifice of getting out of this relationship that you don't belong in, that is really stunting your growth and stunting your rebirth. You know what I'm saying? Not only am I going to send you somebody to fight for your honor, as this person probably tries to come back into your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm also going to give you options so that you can look out into the world and know that the world is your oyster and that you can do whatever you want to do. That you are self-sufficient on your own. And I feel like you guys are going to get a really great taste of what love really is. Here goes that King of Cups. That King of Love. I mean, ain't nobody looking for the King of Pentacles anymore. People are starting to look for the King of Cups, the King of Love. Blue represents the throat chakra. Somebody who actually knows how to communicate their feelings and appreciates what they have. And they don't take who they love for granted. That's not what the King of Cups does. And I feel like you're going to have a very intense spiritual union with this person. And I feel as though, the person that you left behind is going to be trying to like be all in that mix. You know what I mean? And try to do whatever they can to try to, I don't know, disturb that groove. But make sure you talk to the divine on a daily. Make sure you talk to your angels on a daily. Make sure and not daily, I'm talking about minute by minute. Anytime you feel as though you need to talk to the divine, make sure you always are in pure connection with the divine, your deities, your spirit guides, and your angels. If you don't know who your deities are, if you don't know who your spirit team is, and if you feel as though you would like to book a private reading, that information will be in the description box. I do offer a feature where you could get a general reading in addition to the reading of your oracle cards, and your oracle cards will tell you who those goddesses were that were working behind the scenes and who are still working behind the scenes for your betterment. Your ascended masters let you know what Jesus has to tell you, because Jesus is an ascended master who came to teach love. And I will also pull your romance angel card. So in closing you out, Saggies, and this is for the first week of December, you walked away. You pulled all 3 walk away cards, baby. You walked away from somebody who liked to play dirty, telling you. And I feel as though you already gave this person that information. You know, relationship's dead, baby. We're done. You know what I'm saying? I don't want any conflict in my life. All right? You bring a lot of conflict to the table. I don't want no damn conflict. I want love, okay? And I'm very clear on your character, and I don't like what I see. You know? And unfortunately, if your behavior left you feeling left out in the cold, then maybe you should do the same introspection that I have to do in order to get back to the place that you need to be, and so that I get back to the place that I need to be. But unfortunately, we're going to be doing it separately. I feel like a lot of you are like, no, there's no way in hell that I'm going to go ahead and get back with this person. This person just like crossed the line way too damn far. And I am not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I am not having it. So I feel like the first week of December, you guys are just going to be regrouping. You'll likely be, you know, falling in love with somebody that you really have feelings for. You know, and with that being said, you know, here's your romance angel card, baby. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, baby. You're going to be with somebody come that first week of December. You're going to be with somebody, honey, that you have chemistry with. Chemistry. All right? All right, Saggies. I got you. I feel you, too. I really do. So, that's your December 1st through 7th reading, my loves. Again, for those of you who feel as though you have maybe a couple options, maybe even 3 options, and you want to know who's who, and you want to know who's got the right intentions and who doesn't, and who you want to move forward with or who you don't want to move forward with, and you want to make sure you make a safe choice in love, you know, hit me up, baby. That's what I'm here for, and that's what these cards are here for, and that's what Spirit is here for, so that you don't walk into any more pitfalls and that you don't experience the tower with either that same person who's going to be knocking on your door talking about, baby, I'm sorry, you just don't understand. I slipped and fell into the coochies. Or, baby, you know, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm so sorry. Yeah, oh, there's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a whole lot of that in December. Trust me. Trust me. And I feel like a lot of you are very clear on the fact that you are not going to enter into any more poisonous, toxic relationships. All right, babies. Namaste, my loves. I'll talk to you soon.